Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And looks like I'm having some technical difficulties, so please do bear with me, and I do apologize. But until then, I'm just going to stream from the show, and welcome to the show. And we got the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox, and yes, I was supposed to start a little bit earlier, but there's this thing called do not quit your day job. So hopefully this time I'll be able to at least finish the game, and hopefully I can get my camera up and running, because unfortunately it is just not working at the moment. I swear this iRune webcam thing is just going to be the death of me. Like, this is the second time it's happened, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time. But I really need it to work. It keeps saying waiting for connection, but now we have George Kirby on the mound. And I was supposed to give some intros, and here is the pitch. And that is outside corner for a strike. Strike one. And it's still 0-0. There has been no run support given whatsoever for the Seattle Mariners. They have just been absolutely awful on offense today, which was expected because George Kirby never gets it. And here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that is a line drive. This could be trouble. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Teoscar Hernandez just bobbles the ball carelessly. And now that just gives up a double. And now White Sox, they have a runner in scoring position. And it's the third inning. That is just absolute defensive incompetence by Teoscar Hernandez. And just look at that, just bobbling the ball like already just like that. Like that is just absolutely unacceptable. Now, in the meantime, if you could hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, that would be fantastic. So go ahead and do that when you get the opportunity. And then George Kirby's going up against and here is, well, we're waiting for that pitch. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball, and that is hooking foul. And as much as I would love to use my webcam, the quality is just not there. And here is the 0-1 pitch on the way, and still waiting for that pitch. And here it is. And that is a ground ball, and that is right to Rojas. He throws it to first, and it's in time. I'm going to try something different with my camera to see if I can get this to work at any way possible. I don't even know if I even can. But yeah, that was a good play by Josh Rojas. And in case if you haven't, please make some comments if you possibly can. And we got the pitch to Tim Anderson. He was the leadoff hitter today. And that's going to be a ball. Man, I've really got to fix my phone. Like, this is really embarrassing. It's an 0-1 count for Tim Anderson. Kirby's waiting, and here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball once again. It's a 1-1 count. And looks like I got my camera up and running, and there it is. Yep. Took a while for it to happen. And here's the 1-1, and it's upside for ball 2. 2-1 to Tim Anderson. And in case if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button as I am on 635. Help me get to 1,000 as quickly as possible. And here's Kirby with the 2-1 pitch, and here it is. And that is a ground ball, and that gets right through J.P. Crawford, and that is going to score in a run, and the Mariners are already down 1-0. And this is the kind of stuff that you could not afford. Like, I'm going to go back to, this is where Teoscar Hernandez, with his incompetent defense, where he just bobbled the ball and really showed no hustle at all, and that has just bitten them in the ass, and now we've got the White Sox on the board 1-0, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it does become a 1-0 game, and it's all going to be looked at on that Teoscar Hernandez kind of defensive utility. And here's the pitch, and that is ground ball, and that is foul. Makes me wonder, I mean, if Jared Kelenic comes back and if he does perform the way I would hope he does, I mean, I don't think there's going to be room for Teoscar Hernandez, especially if Canzone and Marlowe actually do perform up to their levels, which they have been so far. And now here's Elvis Andrus, and here is the 0-1 pitch, and that is going to be a ball 0-1. Elvis Andrus, he has 4 home runs, usually the Mariner killer, unfortunately. But George Kirby is going up against him, and I just got to post my video on Twitter telling that everyone I'm on the show. And that is a foul ball. Luckily, was it a foul ball? Yes, I guess it was a foul ball. And the count will be 1-1. White Sox are 2-8 in their last 10, and you would think that the White Sox would not have much of a chance to win this game because of their organizational futility that has been going on. But anyways, here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. And that is down low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Elvis Andrus, he's waiting. And now here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. And it's down low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. It looks like we got Astro resident fan here. Yes, you are, Josh. You're the best one we've known. And Chris, hey, how's it going? He's one of my Twitter buddies. And now here's the 3-2 pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball again. Elvis Andrus is really putting work on George Kirby, and I don't really expect George Kirby to last long because he's at 40 pitches, which is 10 pitches above than what I would like. So almost on par, but still a little bit over. Elvis Andrus 0-for-1 today. Kirby takes his time. And here is the 3-2 pitch. And that is a line drive. And that is a base hit. We got a runner going to third. And that is going to be trouble. And the White Sox offense is starting to knock on the door of the Mariners as if they already have. And if you guys want to help me make me feel better about this situation, hit that subscribe button in case if you haven't yet. But I know that those two that have commented, they obviously have. And that is a line drive to left field. Elvis Andrus has been killing the Mariners every chance he could possibly get. Dylan Moore is at left field today. I didn't even get a chance to look at the starting lineup today for the Seattle Mariners. And looks like we got the pitching coach coming out. I think that's Chris Woodward. And now he's going to have a chat with George Kirby to really talk some things over. It is now bottom of the third. It is 1-0 Chicago White Sox, unfortunately. Just absolutely unfortunate. It was, and this all started because of that just absolute, just careless effort by Teoscar Hernandez. Just absolutely just unacceptable. Like, that's just this kind of stuff that you just cannot allow to happen. Scott should have done an opener move when Wu was pitching, something like that. Yeah. Crawford shortstop. Yep. We got Andrus and Tim Anderson. Anderson scored the run earlier today. And here's Luis Robert Jr. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball. Is it playable? should be the Ty France. He can't really screw this up, and he does make the catch. And there is now 2 down, and the Mariners really need to get out of this inning, or things really will get out of control, and you don't want that to happen whatsoever. It was not much of a great swing for the Chicago White Sox. But George Kirby, now at 42 pitches, he really needs to get out of this inning fast, or else that wear and tear is really going to catch up to him, and that's something you don't want to happen. All right, here is Jimenez. He's batting cleanup. And here's the pitch. And that is ground ball and foul. And that looked like it was going to be fair from that angle, but thankfully it wasn't. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second inning. Wow. It was only the second inning, and now the White Sox have really gone through their lineup so far. Looking at 0-1, here is Elroy Jimenez, and here is 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 2. We got a strike 2 for Elroy Jimenez. It's an 0-2 count. The tracer said it was right, and now he's on pitch number 44. Can George Kirby get out of this inning? As he would certainly like to. He's already shaking off the catcher. He's trying to give him some signals, the catcher. And looks like we have a time called. And looks like, thankfully, there won't be a pitch clock violation. Because George Kirby really did take his time on that one. And looks like I'm getting the starting lineup. And the throw to first, and he's back in time. We got J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Eugenio Suarez, Teoscar Hernandez, Ty France, Dominic Canzone, Dylan Moore, Rojas. Man, I really could have just fixed that lineup easily, and I'll show it to you on this commercial break. And now here is... Man, he's taking his time. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's down low for ball 1. And yeah, here are my thoughts on that lineup. Here's how I would have fixed it. I would have put Teoscar Hernandez at designated hitter, Canzone at left field, and like Dylan Moore at right field. Like Scott Servais really showed no common sense on this lineup. Like this is an awful defensive positioning for Scott Servais. Like I still wonder why he even has this job. Jerry Dipoto, that's right. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's inside for ball 2, and Kirby's really struggling to get out of this inning. But, I mean, it was expected when – like I will say this, like the offensive personnel is not the problem. The problem is how Scott Servais set his lineup. And, like, it was just – I just don't like this lineup set. And now here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Down low for ball 3. And, man, this game really feels slow. And because of that terrible pitch, you got a runner going to second base. So Elvis Andrus is now at second base, and now you got a runner on second and third. And honestly, I was a little bit surprised that the White Sox didn't try to trade away Elvis Andrus. Not like he has much value. That was the problem. But now it's a 3-2 count, and we're getting close to pitch number 50, and bullpen might get busy. Kirby really taking his time. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and we have gotten out of this inning. But unfortunately, the White Sox did escape, and we are going into the top of the 4th, and it's now 1-0 Chicago. Issue with all these pitches that it will set up. Yep, the bullpen has absolutely been gassed, and you know what? Since I don't really have anyone to talk to, I'm just going to show you.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And thank you very much for watching that commercial. Once again, give that guy a call once you get that opportunity. And if you guys can, hit that subscribe button during this commercial break because it will really help this channel. And yes, earlier I was supposed to have this show start a little bit earlier, but unfortunately there was some unexpected work situations as I am not a 9-to-5 guy. And hashtag don't quit your day job. But if you want me to be in a position where, I'm not saying quit my day job, but at least be in the position where I could have more time to do this kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button and also consider donating since you do have the opportunity on this show, on the super chat. So go ahead and donate to that so I can help really grow this channel. And look at the longest scoreless bullpen. We got Gabe Spire at 15, Topa 14. Yep, so pretty good bullpen outers so far. And now it looks like we got Dominic Canzone up to the plate. Looks like Cubs are throwing a no-hitter so far. It's crazy that they're still in the playoff hunt, even though, yeah, they were expected to be at the bottom of the inning. Like that whole Cody Bellinger thing, that seemed like it was just going to be just butts in the seats kind of move. And let me look up his numbers because I think he's been playing pretty well so far. 20 home runs, batting. Wow, he's been having quite a resurgence this season, batting .321, 20 home runs, 65 RBIs. Just to think that the Mariners actually could have signed this guy, and he has been playing very well. So now to think of it, Mariners really should have gone for Cody Bellinger. I didn't even think about it. I was thinking about Yoshida, but maybe they should have gotten for Cody Bellinger for that 1 year instead of Teoscar. And that way we could have had Cody Bellinger, and also you could have had Eric Swanson in the bullpen for the depth. And Dominic Canzone just takes the first pitch, and that is going to be a ball. And here is the 1-0 pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike one. He really tried to get that one. And looks like the Cubs no-hitter has really been, your game must have been late. Yep, it was because of work situations, unfortunately. But at least I didn't really miss much. And looks like a catch has been made in right field by Colas. And now there is already one out, unfortunately. Man, I really should have had Kopech to the fantasy team. So I guess the strategy is you start an opposing pitcher against the Seattle Mariners when Kirby is pitching. I mean, I mostly do it anyway, but I don't really have anyone to add right now. I mean, I can't really add anyone because it was too late. And now Dylan Moore takes it for a strike. Batting 7th in the order. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in the second. Dylan Moore, hopefully he can get something out of this going. And here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is a ball. Dylan Moore has been on fire lately. He's now at 250, 7 home runs, and 16 RBIs. And here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is down low for a ball. Dylan Moore with 2 home runs on Saturday against the Astros, second career multi-home run game. The other one came against the Minnesota Twins. Kopech working on a 2-1 pitch. He's also been pitching quite a bit. And here is the 2-1. And that was right down the middle for a strike. And I think Dylan Moore really should have gone for that one. Looks like Detroit has also been a surprise this season. Let me see how they've been doing. Detroit at 58 and 68. So I guess they're doing a little bit more expected. And that is going to be a ball, 3-2. Dylan Moore at 0-1. Kopech at 59 pitches. It's a 3-2 count. Let's get Dylan Moore on base, which would be really nice. Here's the pitch. And he just, wow. It's going to be a pop-up. He really shouldn't have swung at it, but he was really trying to be the hero. And now the Mariners are down to their final out in this inning already. And yes, 60 pitches, but Kopech really did contain himself. So it looks like he is all good so far, unless the next man can actually come up with something. Mariners offense this season is now 11th in the league with 4.8 runs per game. Much of that has been improved because of their amazing run since July 1st, that was. And here's Rojas. Rojas takes it for a strike, and that was outside. Should have been a ball, but they've been giving it to Kirby too, so can't really complain much. Here's Kopech, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-1 count. Mariners offense this season, they've scored quite a bit with 2 outs, one of the best in the league. Runners in scoring position, they are 15th. And here is the pitch. Rojas swings and a miss, and that is a 1-2 count. Just unbelievable. Like, when I looked at the gambling odds, they said that the Mariners were the heavy favorites, but apparently these Vegas guys, they don't know that George Kirby struggles to even get run support, even against the worst team. So anyone who bet any kind of money on the White Sox, congratulations. Here's the 1-2, and that should have been a strike, but that will be let go for a ball. G-Man says, go Astros and Mariners. I'm just going to say go Mariners. And here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. No run, no hit, no run left on, and we go into the bottom of the 4th. We will be back after this break. And now I got to do this.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, go ahead and give that guy a call, and then see if you would like his services, get the siding and the painting done. And thank you very much for watching that ad. And once again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it would really help grow this channel. And it looks like they're showing ads of San Francisco, and looks like I got a comment so far. Well, what ended their 8-game winning streak? Well, I don't know. Well, Mariners are about to end this one if they don't step up. It looks like we are back from the break, and Chicago still leads 1-0. And it has been a very disappointment offensive outing for the Mariners. And once again, it really should be 0-0. It's that Teoscar Hernandez had his lazy outfielding effort earlier in the game, which did lead to Chicago scoring. But you really should have put Teoscar Hernandez in the designated hitter spot. But of course, you didn't do that. And had you put him in there, I mean, I think Dylan Moore would have at least made that a single. That really shouldn't have been a double. And George Kirby, he pitches it for a strike. And I will say, doing defense is absolute torturous, especially when it goes on and on and on. But Kirby has 5 strikeouts so far. And here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Nice curveball. That is a strike 2. 81 mile an hour. So that one definitely had to be a fastball. And in case you guys have not done it yet, please subscribe to that channel. That's 635 so far. Help me get to 1,000. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Ball 1-1-2. And also on Friday, we got Jay Trident Podcast and I. We're going to be on the show together. So definitely stay tuned for that. Andrew Vaughn's up to bat, batting .255 with 16 home runs. Here's the pitch, and that is a fly ball to left field, hooking foul. Looked like that was going to be gone from that camera angle that I'm only limited to. And yeah, George Kirby is getting close to 60 pitches. Would love to get him out of this inning in under 60 pitches, because I think after 5 innings, I think George Kirby is going to be done. But other than that, he's still pitching very well. It's just that one inning that really killed him. And it all started with that Teoscar Hernandez error. Andrew Vaughn, he is up to the plate right now. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Foul ball. It's been quite a struggle for the Mariners today. Mariners, they are now at an 8-game winning streak, and now it is endangered. And let's take a look and see around the other scoreboards that will be worth looking at. Got Baltimore against the Blue Jays. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 6 for George Kirby. Looks like Baltimore, they have got a tough matchup. They got Kevin Gausman for Toronto going against them, against Kramer, who has a 4.50 ERA. So it looks like the offense has really just bailed them out. And we got Chris Sale against the Houston Astros. Maybe Boston has a chance on that one. Wouldn't be so sure. Not at all. But those are the ones most notable. And that is going to be a ball. Other than that, there's not really any meaningful matchups, but those will be later today. But would love the Mariners to get anything out of this going. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a ball too. It's been a difficult game for the Mariners. Yeah, Rangers don't play at all. Scott marches out and pulls them right now. Yep, that's what he would do. But I totally expect the fifth inning to be his last. Here's the 0-2. Wow, that is now a 3-0 count for Oscar Colas, the one who made that catch at right field. Detroit hit a grand slam to tie the game. Wow. They really got to get themselves out of this one. Oscar Colas, he's 3 for 9 in this series so far, so he's been hitting okay. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that is a fly ball, and that looks drilled. Nope, it does not. Julio's got it. He makes the catch. Got some Mariner fans sighting out there. They made their way to Chicago. So they got 2 outs. If he can get out of this inning under 60 pitches, maybe George Kirby can go into inning number 6 rather than going into inning number 5, because I would rather not see the bullpen get burned through, because they really did get burned through because of Brian Wu, because of that pitching management practice that Scott Service did, which I was heavily against. Basing fear on something that might happen. And here is the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. George Kirby has a 96-mile-an-hour fastball on that one. And also an announcement, I have a video coming at 4 p.m. It is about my softball highlights. So go ahead and check that out once you get that notification. Here's the 1-0. And that is drilled to left field. And that looks like that is off the wall. So at least it wasn't a home run. Going to second base, the throw to second, not in time. It looked like that was drilled to left field, and that looked like that was for sure going to be a home run, but luckily it was off the wall. So that's the only damage that's been done. But if the Mariners can get out of this one, then that would be an actual success, and hopefully can get that momentum going for the offense, because the offense has just got to do something. But they haven't done anything. They've left 2 men on base several times, so this has been a very disappointing game. Josh says, yeah, I don't get that. If you want to do that, just throw another starter out of the bullpen, then you save the pen, which, well, I don't know about that either. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and that is a foul, barely. Man, looks like White Sox are really going after the Mariners. They're playing very aggressively. Carlos Perez, he's the one that hit the double, thanks to that Teoscar Hernandez oopsie that happened, and that was not good at all. Did not like that at all. And now here's Carlos Perez. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that is ground ball foul down to the last strike. So like those free strikes. So hopefully he can get another strikeout for George Kirby. He's working on strikeout number 6 so far. Perez is working on an 0-2. Kirby on 62 pitches. That is going to be a little bit concerning hopefully going into the 5th inning. Hopefully this will be the last pitch. Let's hope it is. Kirby's really taking his time. He really wants to throw off the offense with that time. And now here's the 0-2 pitch. Down low for ball 1. 1-2 for George Kirby. Carlos Perez, shall I say. But what a tough game it has been for the Mariners. I know I've said this several times. And now 1-2. 6 seconds on the clock. And here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Upstairs. 1-2. And George Kirby's struggling with his command just a little bit, as he has been behind going into ball 3 several times. Carlos Perez at 60, or Kirby at 64 pitches. And now here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. Despite a very difficult inning for the Mariners with a double, George Kirby gets out of it, and hopefully the Mariners offense will step up after these messages. Well, not that I really have much messages anyway, but I want to show you my countdown video that I did make. Maybe some of you guys missed it, but you may have noticed a little bit of a difference. So go ahead and take a look at it. Yep, so the difference, so let me know what difference you saw. You guys have about 10 seconds to tell me what the difference was of that video, and there's two key ones. So we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So the difference was for number 19, I put in Jay Buhner touching his bald head. And then number 16, Cade Marlowe, or number 18, Cade Marlowe hitting a home run. I replaced Russ Davis this time because who knows? Maybe Cade Marlowe could be part of the future of the Mariners. We'll have to see. And unfortunately, I don't really have any. Too bad I don't have enough ads to play to burn through the time of these breaks. Because it's not like I can really take a break myself unless I have some more ads, which would be really nice if I do. And yep, they're advertising for Mariners tickets. I'm planning to go to a game next month. Looks like Kopech might be out. Is he? He did pitch 65 pitches in 4 innings. He did strike out 5, but he did walk 4. And somehow the Mariners did not come up with a run on any of that, embarrassingly. Looks like Kopech has been pulled. Looks like they got the bullpen going. And yes, they do. I didn't see the stolen home run yesterday, unfortunately. Oh, and looks like there's maybe some kind of injury problem for Kopech. Maybe there's some kind of issues with his arm right now. It's like he's a little bit tired or could be a little bit injured. But also, in case if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to that 1,000. Would love to grow this channel. And looks like they're showing another ad, which means I've got to show you an ad myself.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And that's the commercial. And I got to show you some Mariners highlights too of 2005. So this YouTube channel does 2005 Mariners highlights. I'm going to show you that once we get to the next commercial break, but I do have something to show you. It's a nice little treat. Maybe I should start doing something like this a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I'll show you on the next commercial break. It's about the 2005 Mariners. This guy's been he's been putting out highlights of every single highlight since like 1991, every single day. And now he's at 2005. So he just finished 2004. And because of all those clips, I'm planning to make a video about the 2004 Mariners and the guys like Bucky Jacobson. Here's Josh Rojas. Oh, yeah, that was when. Oh, yeah, after that strikeout, it looks like Kopech was feeling some kind of pain in his arm, which is why he has been pulled out early. So hopefully maybe the Mariners can take advantage of maybe drilling on the bullpen. I don't know, because the bullpen definitely has been getting some work today. as the Mariners offense has just been absolutely impressive. But for this game, they haven't really showed anything at all. It looks like at number 41, trying to figure out his name. His name is Mr. Shaw. Shaw will be pitching. He's at 16 games, 6.20 ERA, 291 opponent batting average. If you can't score on this guy, that would be an absolute embarrassment. But yes, I'm looking forward to show a highlight from the 2005 Mariners. So that will be something I will be looking forward to show. Looks like he's still taking his warm-up pitches so far. This game has been going on a little bit longer than it should, but it is what it is. But yes, I have a commercial coming up, and man, they're still not playing so far. I'm starting to think that I should just show these highlights right now of the 2005 Mariners. It looks like I'm going to, because I don't want to keep anyone waiting, but here's where it is.
6 cups at a team record. Jamie Moyer, Mariners hosting the Twins and featuring new Mariner
2005 Mariners, by the way.
Offensive support. His Seattle debut, a sensation.
Richie Sexson hit a 3-run home run on his first at bat. Off Brad Rackey.
Bottom third, one more time. Sexson, first Mariner ever to homer in his first 2 Seattle at bats. Went 2.
Basically, that's what happened. Richie Sexson just drilled them in 2005. Minnesota Twins it was. And now it looks like we got pitch. Here it is. Here is O'Keefe with a fly ball to center field. Tim Anderson is there. He makes, that's not Tim Anderson. That was Roberts Jr. He makes the catch. I thought it was Tim Anderson, but he makes the catch. O'Keefe is out and already at out number 1 in just 1 pitch for Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw is now looking like bullpen pitcher of the year with the Mariners' ineptitude of an offense that's been going on. And everyone's been struggling today. Here's J.P. Crawford. And here's the pitch. And that is down low for a ball. Hopefully J.P. Crawford can come up with some kind of offense, because we really desperately need it. Because if we're going to lose 1-0, that would just be an absolute embarrassment. And now here's the 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's going to be a strike. JP was hoping that it was a ball. The tracer said it was a ball, but I honestly thought it was a strike anyway. Also, hit the subscribe button when you get the opportunity. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way, and that is a strike. 1-2. J.P. Crawford batting .261 with 10 home runs and 39 RBIs. He has definitely improved from last season. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. That's going to be a 2-2. Hopefully J.P. Crawford can just get on base. Plus, I have a really cool video. Well, only 6 seconds. Not really much, but video is a video. Here is the 2-2 pitch. And that is a fly ball to deep right, not right field at all. The camera angle is always misleading. And the way that J.P. Crawford hits that ball, it looks like it's always going to be a home run, but it just isn't. So that's not going to be a home run at all. You saw Miggy in his final game in Cleveland brought up the fight in a joke. Talk about Miguel Cabrera. You got Julio Rodriguez. 6 pitches for Shaw and already 2 outs. So not much work has been done so far. Shaw is really looking good right now. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. He didn't like that pitch. It was in the inside. Wasn't really much to swing at all. Julio Rodriguez batting .277. Massive improvement. Getting close to his rookie season numbers. Here's the pitch from Shaw. And that is a fly ball, and that looks playable. Yep, that is absolutely playable. And he makes the catch, and that will retire the side once again. So, unfortunately, the Mariners cannot come up with any runs once again. It seems that they just don't come up with runs at all. And I'm going to show another clip from the 2005 Mariners once again. It's going to take me some time to find it. All right, here it is. It's gonna show it real soon, and I'll show it to you in just a few moments. Here it is.
Into the 4-6-3 well-turned double play by Omar Vizquel on the pivot. Giants go on to win 4-2.
More baseball. Twins and Mariners at Safeco. Johan Santana off the Cy Young. Adrian Beltre playing his second game with the Mariners. Same face, new place. He went 2 for 4, drove in 2 first inning. Here he is. Doubles off Santana to left center. Ichiro comes in. Jeremy Reed gets waved in as well. 2-0 Seattle. Santana allowed 4 runs on 5 hits in 5, but still got the win because the Twins had a huge comeback. Top 5, Jock Jones. 2-run shot off Matt Thornton. It's a 7-run Minnesota 5th, and the Twins come back to win at 8-4.
Wow. So Mariners had an actual sizable lead, but it just didn't happen. So and I'll show another clip of one of my videos on my YouTube channel showing about the Chicago White Sox playoff series. So I'll show that when I get the opportunity. Looks like I got the Mariners fans back there, and we are back from the break. And it's still 1-0. Unbelievable. Just 1-0 still. And the Mariners, they've really got to step up and do something. You really don't want to lose this game. I don't care if you win the series, but you want to get the sweep. And here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Especially with Texas not playing, you really want to creep up on them and make it a half game back from the division. And you definitely want to keep sustaining the ground on the wild card because that is still a very thin margin. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. So Kirby, he's getting close to 80 pitches. I really do expect this to be his last inning, unfortunately, unless he can get out of this inning in a jiffy, which I don't expect to happen. Here's Sosa. Foul ball, strike 2. So hopefully let's get this guy out. And it's been a very difficult game for the Mariners. And it's not like Chicago's been dominating at all. They just got in because of pure luck and just horrible defensive play by Teoscar Hernandez. And it was just embarrassing to watch. Here's the 1-2. That's not going to be a strike. That is not going to get it done whatsoever. So we are looking at a 2-2 count. And in case if you haven't, subscribe to this channel. Help grow this channel. Help me get to 1,000. And here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. What a pitch by George Kirby. And let's take a look at how many strikeouts he has so far. Going to double check. But what a strikeout by Kirby. Kirby, I think that is now his 8th strikeout. He's working on strikeout number 8. So great pitch by George Kirby. George Kirby, one of the best pitchers in baseball, has the best strikeout to walk ratio in all of baseball. And now Tim Anderson is up to the plate. He is now with an 0-1 count so far. .71 pitches for George Kirby. And here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that's going to be inside for a ball. 1-1. Hopefully the Mariners can get out of this real quickly and then get some offense going because this is just not fun to watch. And here is the 1-1 pitch. And that is a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. And you got the not hustling Teoscar Hernandez. But, man, if I was Tim Anderson, I would have ran to second base. And let's hopefully get this out of this with a double play. But what an awful situation it is right now for the Mariners. Is now guy on first base. They're down 1. Got a guy, Teoscar Hernandez, doesn't even play defense. I knew this guy wasn't going to be much of a defensive asset at all. I knew he was going to be a liability. Makes me miss Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger had better defense than George Kirby. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Kirby he's at 74 pitches. But, even with then, he should still at least be able to go into the 6th inning because he's only given up 1 run. He's been pitching very well, 9 strikeouts. Here's a pitch to Andrews. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It looks like I'm a little bit back, so I'm going to have to fast forward a little bit. It looks like we have 2 outs, so I do apologize. We got Luis Robert at a 1-1 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So that means Kirby's on, how many strikeouts does he have right now? I really got to check. It's on Robert Jr. Kirby's at 9 strikeouts so far. 80 pitches for Kirby right now. And now, here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Down low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. What? They're showing a shower, I guess, because of the humid air. Who knows? Interesting shower placement. And now here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Make that 10 strikeouts. And the Mariners get out of a little bit of a slight jam. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. And we will go into commercial break by showing a Mariners versus White Sox highlight from the 2000 American League Division Series from one of my YouTube videos called The Forgotten Playoff Run. The Mariners would make quick work of the AL Central Division champions White Sox, winning the first 2 games, which included an extra innings thriller of Game 1.
Ripped by Edgar Martinez to left. Carlos Lee will watch this one. Go! It's gone! And the Mariners have the lead. At it again in the postseason. His 5th postseason home run, and John Olerud sends it back. Gone!
They swept the series with Carlos Guillen's amazing game-winning bunt that put them in the American League Championship Series against the Yankees.
Folk is 0-1 pitch on the way to Carlos. There's a bunt up the first baseline. The Mariners are on their way to the American League Championship. A beautiful bunt by Carlos Guillen. The Mariners sweep the Chicago White Sox. My, oh my, I don't believe it.
Yep, what a highlight moment that was for the Seattle Mariners in the 2000 American League Division Series. And now I'm going to have to do this to you guys.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with.
And scrap that. Looks like we are back from the break. We got Eugenio Suarez, good vibes only. He is up to the plate. He's already on a 1-0 count so far. Here's the pitch. And that's outside for ball 2. Can he get on base? That would be really nice. Try to get something going on this offense because they've been retired consecutively, I must say. And here is the 2-0 pitch on the way. And that's a ground ball, and that is obviously going to be an easy play to first base, and he's got him. That was a pretty bad swing, too, because that was like outside the strike zone as well. Which is insane. He has the most strikeouts, 7 no-hitters, yet he never won a Cy Young. Wow. Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young. Ugh, that's just... wow. And now here's Teoscar Hernandez. He can easily make this up with his error of incompetence by getting a home run, tying the game at least, get something going. Here's the pitch. Down low for ball 1. Got a 1-0 count for Teoscar Hernandez. He's batting .258 with 19 home runs and 69 RBIs. Can Teoscar Hernandez just get anything out of it? It would just be absolutely nice. Here's the 1-0. And here's the pitch. Got a fly ball, and that is hooking foul. It's a 1-1 count for Teoscar Hernandez. Got 13 pitches so far for Shaw. See, that's the thing. Something that Scott Service should be doing. If your bullpen pitcher's pitching very well, let him pitch a second inning. And that's going to be a strike too. I mean, are the Mariners even looking at this guy's ERA? He's not even... This is just absolutely frustrating to watch. Like, this offense has just been extremely incompetent. Like, I was just saying yesterday how much the offense wasn't the problem, and now they're the problem today. Also, bad defense, too, on Teoscar's end, too. As if I said that so many times, as if I am kicking a dead horse. But, man, I may not even have anything to put on a YouTube short. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And what was that? Wow, Teoscar Hernandez is, wow. He swung at completely outside. It was just clearly outside. Yeah, it was a nasty slider, but it got him out. He really swung at it. Like, he just really went outside. Now we got Ty France batting. Oh, great. The non-hustling Ty France. You're not going to get really much out of that. Unless he can do something. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that is foul. And the only highlights I've got so far is Teoscar Hernandez's error and his strikeout. Isn't that great? Ty France is batting .256 with 10 home runs and 51 RBIs. Would like to get some highlights going on this one. Ty France has really got to step up because we got 2 outs already. Here's the pitch. You got a fly ball to the corner. Nope, that is not going to do it, and that is out. And an easy 1-2-3 for Chicago off a guy who has an ERA of above 6. And you still can't even get a hit out of him. Just an absolute embarrassment. And now I am going to have to step off for at least for the commercial break. So please enjoy these set of commercials. I'm going to set commercials from 2003. So go ahead and take a look at those. In the meantime, just going to stall time.
And the X-Men. Dr. Pepper can make it pay off with the Dr. Pepper $100,000 X-Men game for the new X2.
Oops.
Could you give me a hand
The
with
$100,000 X-Men game, only from Dr. Pepper.
Do you know anything about the legend of Dr. Satan?
Yeah, Dr. Satan!
From director Rob Zombie comes a terrifying journey into hell. House of 1,000 Corpses, rated R, now playing.
Yo, Mars Black here, and my main man Michael Jordan on the speed dial. No money, it's me.
Who?
Me.
Who?
Me. From back in the day.
Mars?
Yeah. Is this really it? You're gonna retire? Want to quit? Is it true?
Yes, Mars.
You sure?
Yes, Mars.
Really? Truly? Cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye?
Yes, Mars.
Call me back in 5, doing a commercial, Mr. Nike. You gonna hang him up? You be playing golf? No baseball, though. I'll read with dirt. Sayonara. Adios. I'll be the sing. So long. Goodbye. Farewell. For good. Again.
Goodbye, Mars.
From the directors of Aladdin and The Little Mermaid, a boy in search of his dreams
Treasure Planet.
discovers the greatest adventure of all time.
Treasure! Lots of treasure!
Treasure Planet. Own it on Disney DVD and video, Tuesday, April 29th.
I win again. You lose. I win. Oh no, my batteries are dying.
Presenting our longest-lasting Energizer Max ever. Energizer Max. Do you have the bunny inside?
Critics rave. Confidence snaps and crackles with wit and humor. Dustin Hoffman is brilliant.
Why do you let her do that? I care about her.
It'll keep you guessing and laughing from beginning to end.
Never know when I'm going to lose it.
Confidence. Rated R. In theaters everywhere Friday.
On the WB, Reba's back with all new episodes. Someone's shared too much about Van and Cheyenne's will.
Barbara Jean claims that Van and Cheyenne are going to leave Elizabeth to you guys.
Honey, you weren't supposed to do that.
Reba on the WB Friday night.
Come on. Come on. Good dog.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Sierra Mist. Taste one shockingly refreshing lemon lime.
I gotta get me a dog like that.
Everyone knows that free is better than not free. And that's why, for a limited time, Pizza Hut is giving your family a free medium one-topping pizza every time you buy a medium or large specialty pizza at regular menu price. So try a Supreme Pizza with 6 tasty toppings, or a pepperoni lovers, meat lovers, or veggie lovers pizza, and get an oven-fresh medium one-topping pizza for free. No more negotiating with the kiddos. You get your favorite pizza, and they get theirs for free. And we all know free is good. Only at Pizza Hut.
Look for the light to come up. Over there.
During Jeep Days, choose between 0% financing or a $1,500 cash allowance. And for a limited time, every new Jeep Liberty comes with a Jeep mountain bike and a bike carrier over a $500 value at no extra charge. Plus, every vehicle comes with our 770 powertrain warranty. It all adds up to the best values in America. See your Jeep dealer today.
Marriage was like a rock.
Maybe it was more like a stone, and now it has passed.
On the next Everybody Loves Raymond, Thursday, beginning at 7.
The WB's Big Sunday. Prime time starts early, 2 hours early, with EasyView Smallville and Everwood. EasyView makes it easy for you. The biggest shows on the biggest night. WB's Big Sunday. It all starts at 5, 4 Central with EasyView on the WB's Big Sunday.
Jack and Cody, WUAB 43 The Block, getting ready for Easter at B.A. Sweetie, just off the corner of Ridge and Brook Park Road. The Canadians enjoying a few patriotic peeps, showing her support by jamming all this. You don't want to see the aftermath of this, but get ready for Easter. They've got the giant chocolate bunnies and peeps in every color.
Chrysler designs are some of the most innovative on the road. Now get values to match on Chrysler's Road to Value. Get up to $3,000 in cash allowances or 0% financing for 60 months on most 2003 Chrysler cars, like the powerful 300M, the stunning Seabreeze, or the versatile PT Cruiser. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Great products, great warranty, great deals. All add up to the best values in America. See your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
Looks like another fresh hit at the Walmart Home Entertainment Department.
Have you ever had a chance?
Got a full scholarship. I'm doing something with my life.
Have you ever beaten the odds?
I'm about to bring it like you ain't never heard.
It's showtime! We're gonna toss up my old school with a little of your new. That's what I'm talking about!
Drumline, available on DVD.
Stay tuned for scenes.
Hashtag don't quit your day job. And thankfully, looks like I've only missed 2 outs. Nothing really happened. George Kirby's still in inning number 6. He's definitely gone after this inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 so far. 93 pitches for Kirby so far. He is definitely... I don't see him lasting any longer. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit, and I think that's going to pull him out. I think Scott Service is going to do that knee-jerk kind of move, which I'm not going to agree with. Let's see if Scott Service pulls him out, because usually that's what he does when someone gets a hit, especially in this late situation. He's going to make that knee-jerk move. So waiting to see if George Kirby gets pulled out. And looks like it is taking a little bit longer. So I think that is a good indication that Scott Service is going to pull him out unless there's... Nope. Looks like they're going to keep going at it. All right. We got Trace Thompson batting 7th in the order. Can they get anything out of this one? 94 pitches for Kirby so far. And here is the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 1-0. Trace Thompson... 167 with 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. Looks like he hasn't played that much at all this season. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. We've got a 1-1 count so far for George Kirby. And then once again, in case if you have not hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do so. Still at 635. Would make my day if you at least get me one or donate. Here's a pitch. Strike two. Only because it's a foul ball. Mariners bullpen is a 3.45 ERA. Chicago's a 4.75. You would think that Chicago doesn't even score, but the Mariners would be racking up on runs on them. But it seems like the Mariners they're just allergic to scoring, giving George Kirby any kind of run support. Doesn't really get any. And here's Kirby. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that is upstairs for ball 2. 2-2 for George Kirby. And once again, thanks for being on this show. I know it's on a pretty off day, but I just did it anyway. Trace Thompson. He's on 98 pitches for Kirby. He's definitely done after this inning. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs for ball. It's going to be pitch number 100 on its way. Hopefully that pitch number 100 is why I hope that this one gets him out of it. Hopefully it does. Yeah, absolutely. And here's the pitch. Runner goes, and that is a fly ball to deep left field. That is still going, and that is gone. A home run for not George Kirby, a home run. And I think that might just do it for George Kirby. I think he is done. The fireworks are going off. It's 3-0. And on the 100th pitch, he has just suffered a home run. And I think that's going to be it for him. I mean, I'm going to say it. Scott Service was right to keep him in there. I don't think the bullpen would have made a difference. But I guess I took advantage of his wear and tear. And yep, it was for sure going to be gone. And George Kirby knew it, and he is absolutely frustrated. The look on his face just says it all, and he has been pulled from the game as expected. And yep, just waiting to see if he really shows us frustrated, but he is really just pacing out of there. Wow. The White Sox have really just looks like that could be it. Like, I don't see a comeback coming out of that one, especially George Kirby. The team's just allergic to giving him any kind of run support. I mean, now I want to look at how all of George Kirby's outings and seeing how much run support he actually got. I mean, it is just absolutely frustrating that he did not get even any speck of a run support. I'm trying to see what kind of runs he got. Looking at the stats. It was all these little mistakes that did happen throughout the game. Offense is just not doing their thing, and I kept defending them all season, and at least for today, I don't have any reason to defend this offense. And you can't really use the wear and tear as an excuse either on this one. But Kirby, man, over the last month, he's only gotten, other than the Kansas City game, he only had 3 runs worth of run support against the Angels and only 0 against Baltimore. Kansas City, it's not like he really got much, 6 runs, but it kind of came late, I think. But yeah, he got pretty much nothing. It was 3 runs on 8 hits. Well, you had to there after the Woo game. Yeah, absolutely. If you played the Immaculate Grind, I have not played the Immaculate Grind. But George Kirby, he pitched absolutely well. And the worst part was that was on 2 strikes, and he just gave us a home run to a guy batting just 167. I mean, this is the beauty of baseball. I mean, there's no guarantees on this one. Looks like we got Trent Thornton, and that's when you know the game is over. When you have Trent Thornton pitching for the Mariners, you pretty much know that this game is pretty much on its foregone conclusion. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And I know everyone on Twitter or YouTube, they may rip on me for saying, hey, Rooftop, why did you like Kirby saying? Should have used the bullpen, huh? You know, but the bullpen's been taxed a little bit, so you really couldn't. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, did he go? He did not. Oh, boy. Like, if Mariners win, like, I would be just absolutely shocked. But I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Carlos Perez batting 8th in the order. Here's the 1-2. And there's a ground ball. It's kind of an ugly one. Here's JP. He had to make up for it. And that will retire the side. But not until the Mariners gave up another 2 runs with that 2-run home run. And can the Mariners actually step up and score some runs and win this game? Probably not. But, yep, that is just absolutely sad that George Kirby, his heroics just wasn't enough. Just no run support. And I wonder if George Kirby is kind of just... I mean, if I was George Kirby, I wouldn't even take high fives. I'd be like, no, you guys screwed me over. Didn't even give me run support. And George Kirby doesn't really get it. But yeah, unfortunately, not much runs were even done to begin with. But yeah, just a very unfortunate outing for George Kirby. I mean, he really did pitch his heart out. And it's not like much of it was his fault or anything. You had Teoscar Hernandez just not doing anything. Also had that error and had a really ridiculous strikeout. But Teoscar, he really did. I would like to say he really lost this game for the Mariners, and I'm really not afraid to say it. But wow. I mean, I'm so depressed. It makes me want to play this commercial, unfortunately.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you are looking for those kind of services, give that man a call. It looks like Aaron Bummer, a 6.36 ERA. I'm telling you, if the Mariners cannot even get a run on this guy, it would just be an absolute embarrassment. Man, Mariners have given me no shorts to work with other than just making fun of Teoscar Hernandez. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter we got Jose Caballero. He is pinch hitting. Wonder who he's taking over for. But he's batting .240 with 3 home runs and 24 RBIs. He's been quite the grinder for this team. And he takes a strike. Going to see who he took over. Going to just verify who he took over for. And here's the pitch. And ground ball. And that is a foul ball. Caballero is taking over for Canzone. And Canzone really should have been right field or left field. Put Dylan Moore right field. But yeah, just had to use it on Teoscar Hernandez, which made no sense. And now here is the pitch. And that is a fly ball. And that is hooking foul once again. I just really hope the Mariners just get some runs in. Like, even if they win, I'm still going to be heavily disappointed in this team. I mean, a 3-0 comeback against a team like Chicago, especially when they're openly saying that they are tanking for the #1 pick, not exactly impressive. Here is the 0-2 pitch. And he takes it. Does he go? He did not. It's going to be a ball 1. It looks like my stream is on par so far. Jose Caballero batting .240. Bummer's on 3 pitches already. He's on 3 pitches. It's top of the 7th. But can the Mariners make any kind of comeback? Here's the 1-2. Foul ball once again. Oh, yep. They're not getting the #1 pick. Yeah, I know. But at least a top pick of some sort. Jose at 1-2 so far. 4 pitches in. He has at least hung in there so far somewhat. And now here's the 1-2. That's going to be a 2-2 count. Hopefully, Caballero could at least get on base, which I would like to see happen. 6 pitches so far for Bummer. It's hanging in there. Here's a 2-2. And there's a line drive. Is that fair? That is hooking foul. Just foul. And the look on Caballero's face says it all. Like, damn. It was just barely, just by an inch that it was foul. That could have been the momentum shift of this game. But unfortunately, he's got to make that at bat once again. He's just slowly walking back, as he is frustrated as it seems, as I would be too. And if this does become a strikeout, it would be very frustrating to add on top of it. Cobby, he's fighting a 2-2 count so far. He's been fighting it pretty well. Here's the pitch, and that is ball 3. 3-2 to count. Just barely. What a game it has been so far. But the Mariners are still down. Here's the 3-2, and that is ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Yep, Jose Caballero gets on base. And on 9 pitches, we finally got a man on base after consecutive innings of no hits for the Seattle Mariners. Now you got Dylan Moore up to bat, and you got Rojas on deck. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike. Looks like that was a makeup call. So that's going to be a strike, but it was outside, and it looked like an awful pitch. That was not a strike whatsoever, but you still got here's a pitch, and that is a ball. Really should be ball 2, but you just got to move on from it and just don't let it bother you. Dylan Moore batting 7th in the order. Starting to think that Rojas is not on deck, so I'll find out. And now here's the 1-1. Oh, no, we got to throw back to first base, and Caballero gets back safe easily. Dylan Moore batting 247. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 2. And once again, it really should be 3-0, and I would have called it for red light. And on that, Caballero steals second base. Nice heads up. Good hustle by Jose Caballero, as he has been one of the grinders of this team. And although I only have one viewer, it's okay. I'm having fun doing this. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And just to think of it, Dylan Moore maybe could have walked that one. 24 for 27 on stolen bases this season. Caballero has just been amazing on stolen bases. And here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Just everything was a ball, and he swung at them. He was fooled by those pitches, but those weren't even good pitches to even swing at. Like, yeah, it was a curveball or a slurve or whatever, but it was clearly out of your range. And now you've got Josh Rojas. He's up to bat. Can he come up with something? He hit a home run yesterday. And here's the pitch. And the throw to third base. And he is safe again. Jose Caballero is trying to make something happen. Hopefully the Mariners can get some runs out of this one. But Josh Rojas did watch it. And Caballero, he was there. He was definitely there. What a run by Caballero. Good hustle by Caballero with only 1 out. Now to at least get a run, you got to at least do like a sacrifice fly, just at the very worst case scenario, as I would say. One of 6 rookies with 20-plus steals. One of them would be Ichiro Suzuki easily. Trying to think of who the other rookies would be. And now they are challenging the call, as they say. But yeah, Cabby was already there. So, unless he was out of the bag? No, he was still there. So it looks like they are challenging the call. And they're showing the replay. But yeah, he was definitely in there. I mean, it's the White Sox. They got nothing to lose. They're already up 3-0. What else do they got to lose? They really got nothing to lose. Because each game they lose, they'll just keep getting a better draft pick. I mean, Chicago, don't you want a better draft pick? Wouldn't you rather lose and just get the number 1 pick? Or not the number 1 pick. Well, at least like a top 5 pick, top 6, top 10? Definitely top 5. Cobra Kai always dies. And it looks like the challenge is still ongoing. Let's see what the umpire says. The call stands, thankfully. And Josh Rojas did take a ball, so hopefully he can contribute to something. Now here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is going to be another ball. Ball 2. And I do have something for you guys if the Mariners actually score. Josh Rojas. He's working on 16 pitches against Bummer. Bummer with 16. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be ball 3. And if I were you, Josh Rojas, just take the red light. Take the red light. Do not swing at it. Don't swing. Even if it's a strike, just take it, because at least you still have a 3-1 count. 17 pitches for Bummer, and I'm saying red light. And there's time called by Josh Rojas. I mean, I'm telling you, just take the red light. Try to take the pitch. Try to get someone on first base to at least set up for an opportunity. Here's the 3-0 pitch. He did take it, and that's a strike, but still a 3-1 count. Just as long as you don't strike out and just put anything to make it playable. At least, yeah, make it playable for like Caballero to score. And now here's a 3-1 pitch and the bunt attempt, and it's a squeeze. And will that give him the score? And that is an infield bunt base hit. And the Mariners are on the board. They finally score, and now it's the White Sox 3 and the Mariners 1. Something that the Mariners should be doing is doing those kind of bunts, which that was a really good heads-up move by Josh Rojas. Really good bunt. That was just an absolute beauty. So good job by the Mariners, and they finally get on the board with 1 run. And now here is O'Keefe, swing and a miss. And I think personally I would have put Cal Raleigh in there just to, especially with a guy on first, and he's been on fire this series. I definitely would have played him. Definitely have him pinch hit, but I guess they don't want to. They just want to save him. I mean, but you have a day off tomorrow anyway, so I definitely would have. And here's the 0-1 pitch to O'Keefe. Swing and a miss, and a throw to second. And he's safe. And the White Sox are out of challenges, so they cannot challenge this call unless the umpire wants to have a review at it. And yeah, good on Josh Rojas, because he knew that O'Keefe wasn't going to really get him anywhere. And they're showing the replay. And yep, he is absolutely safe. Safe by a mile. Not even worth the time for a challenge. But yeah, so according to Josh, even if the White Sox win, they still have the 4th worst record. So, like, what's the point? And it looks like O'Keefe is going back to the dugout. What's going on? Is there going to be a pinch hitter? So we're going to find out and see. It was a swing and a miss. And looks like... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, so O'Keefe went out on strikes. So what was I thinking? Yep, he absolutely just went out on strikes. Root Sports didn't do a good job with their camera work, so he did strike out because they showed the replay for too long, causing a bit of confusion. Here's J.P. Crawford. If he can come up with something. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. Definitely try to get on base so you can at least give Julio an opportunity to score something. 24 pitches for Bummer. He is definitely not pitching the next inning. Would love him to, though. 0 for 3 for JP has struggled today. Here's the 1-1. He takes it for a strike once again, and he is just watching it. Like, it's almost like he's meditating. I don't even think he's even moved his bat one bit. But JP batting .261 with 10 home runs. A home run here would be really nice because he is semi-capable of hitting one. 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And that is a strike 3, and that will retire the side. And the Mariners only get 1 run out of it. And the White Sox still lead it 3-1. But at least the top of the lineup will be there.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, if you need those services, go ahead and make that happen. And now, still on commercial break. Only 1 run scored for the Mariners so far. And they're showing the retro commercials so far. So, wonder what else I can show. I don't know if I can really show anything right now. Not like I can really show anything on my YouTube channel. And looks like we are back from the break. And hopefully the Mariners can get something out of it. Well, they can't right now because the bottom of the 7th inning. Whew. Man, I can't wait to one day improve my studio, which will happen eventually, but right now not so much. Man, looks like we got a pitching change so far. So we got Luke Weaver. He is pitching today. I don't think he even pitched yesterday, but this season has a 6.87 ERA, 85 strikeouts, and 34 walks. So pretty decent strikeout to walk ratio. So they're going to try to see. I mean, you know, it's pretty much over when you got Luke Weaver pitching. But I guess they're experimenting things at this point, trying to save their other arms for their next games, which is in Kansas City. And also there'll be a post-game show recorded after this show as well. And here is Weaver. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. Got I can't even say the name. Lennon Sosa. I don't know. I'm not even saying it right. And here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that was a 95, strike 2. Good pitch by Luke Weaver. Hopefully we can get out of this inning really quickly so the top of the lineup can actually do something. 2 pitches so far for Weaver. Now, I think the last time George Kirby pitched, it was against Kansas City where the Mariners scored late. Didn't get much runs for it. They only had 1 run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's strike 3 called, and that was outside the zone, but that's okay. A strikeout for Luke Weaver. And we got 1 down for the Seattle Mariners. Nice pitch by Luke Weaver. 3 strikes in a row, but it was outside the strike zone, but I will more than take it. Here's Weaver again. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. 1-0 for Tim Anderson. 4 pitches. Tim Anderson's 2 for 3, including an RBI. He had 2 singles. One of them was an RBI, of course. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball 2. 2-0. Weaver with 5 pitches. 2-0 count. And now here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. And that is going to be a strike. 2-1. Six pitches for Weaver so far. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball foul. It was a bad pitch, but he got a nice free strike out of it. So hopefully we can get this guy out and can make it 2 outs already. Scoring recap. Tim Anderson with an RBI single and Trace Thompson with a 2-run home run. Better take notes of that. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Luke Weaver with his second strikeout. And I'm pretty sure this is his major league debut. Or not his major league debut, but if this is his debut, I'm going to double check and see if it is. Yep, Weaver didn't even pitch yesterday. So this is his debut for the Mariners. And he's already shown the first impression by striking out 2 guys, including Tim Anderson. Weaver on 8 pitches so far. Been very efficient so far. Keep him in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. He has just been on fire so far. Luke Weaver is looking really good so far. Elvis Andrus batting second. He has killed the Mariners. He has been at least. 1 for 3. And strike 2. Good pitch by Luke Weaver. Well, now it's 1 strike away from getting into the next inning. Man, it's more work when you do it yourself, but I at least have the freedom to say whatever I want in some ways. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that's going to be a strike 3. And what a debut by Luke Weaver. And they give up absolutely no run. And what a performance by Luke Weaver. And the Mariners will be back at the top of their lineup.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you are wondering, go ahead and give that guy a call. Get the services you can for your siding and painting. And they're still showing commercials right now. Definitely want to get into this top of the 8th inning. They're showing a tequila commercial right now, and they're showing an Amazon commercial now. These commercials are going a little bit longer than it should. Maybe I'll show something from my own channel. Oh, nope. We are back from the break. And it looks like there's a fireworks night, but I won't be at the game. Whew. And who do we got up to bat? Looks like it's Julio Rodriguez. Can he come up with something on the offensive end? And in case if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell whenever you can. Help me grow this channel to 1,000 into oblivion. And looks like Bummer's still pitching. I mean, Chicago's got really nothing to lose at this point. And here's Julio. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive. And that is a base hit. And looks like the Mariners are on the board on the first base. Not on the board as in scoring, but they do have someone on first base named Julio Rodriguez. And here we go so far. And now next up to bat, I believe it's going to be Eugenio Suarez. And we'll see if we can get something out of that one. Nice hit by Julio. Went to the opposite side, and now he's already on base, and hopefully the Mariners can make a comeback effort out of this one. And looks like, are they pulling Julio out, or they're pulling Bummer out? So I guess they're having another break going on. So I guess we'll see. Yep, and they're showing the commercials again. Maybe if I have some more shorts to show. Don't really have anything to show so far. But hopefully the Mariners can get something out of this. Would be really nice. But until then...
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
So it looks like Gregory Santos is coming in from the bullpen with a 2.93 ERA, and all I can say is there was a lot of lost opportunity for the Mariners where you had a couple guys pitching against you that have like above 6 ERAs, and you still couldn't even come up with more than one run. You only got one run all over a couple stolen bases from Jose Caballero, and you also had, shall I say it, a bunt single by Josh Rojas, which was insanely lucky. He has 58 strikeouts, has a 1.23 whip on a 58.1 innings pitched. And they're still showing that statue. It's like, just start showing the game. And here's Santos. They're showing stats of Paul Konerko. 439 home runs in his career. Pitched very well. Hit very well. And Eugenio Suarez takes it for a strike. That is going to be an 0-1 count for Eugenio Suarez. Let's see if he can get something out of this one. And Julio with the lead. Here's the pitch. Did he go around? He did not. So that's going to be ball one. 1-1 so far for Eugenio Suarez. Gregory Santos, 2.93 ERA. Has a 2.55 on opponent batting average. So maybe he can still come up with something. 13 walks and 58 strikeouts. And here's the 1-1. Inside for ball two. 2-1. Only 2 pitches away to get the walk. But I think Ty France is up next, so that's going to make me a little bit nervous. It looks like the Cubs just won 6-4. They were able to fight off against that grand slam home run. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's a line drive and right to the left fielder. That was easily caught. And now looks like, I think you got Ty France up to bat. Let's take a look and see if it is. Yep, it was a nice liner, but it was just right to him. He didn't even have to move. Barely had to move. That was Thompson, the man who also hit the home run, I think. And no, it's Teoscar Hernandez, but he was that guy to make up for that error. And that horrible strikeout that he had. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive. And right through. That is a base hit. And is Julio going to third base? He is going to third. The throw is cut off by the shortstop. And the Mariners have runners at the corner. And we have seen this before with runners at the corners. And the Mariners come up with nothing. And who is up to bat? If it's Ty France, I'm declaring it over if Ty France is up to bat. But here's what I would do. Pinch run Teoscar Hernandez, steal second if Ty France is up. Because I don't trust Teoscar Hernandez right now. 29 to come from behind wins, and here's Ty France. And you all know that this is probably going to be a double play, unfortunately. 6 pitches for Santos. You got Ty France up to bat. Probably going to be a double play. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball, and that is foul. Just fouled right back. Ty France is 0 for 3, so I'm kind of puzzled why you didn't even at least put in, like, any, like, I don't know. Like, I am puzzled by this. Should have taken him out early because he's not having a good game whatsoever. And now here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball again. 12 RBIs this month, most of any this month, this season. Oh, so he's basically applauding himself, really. Or Root Sports is just applauding himself only. To make it sound like he's applauding himself. But I really think you should have put pinch run. But I don't know if he really had anyone to pinch run anyway at this point. You really didn't. And now here's Ty France. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And that is ground ball foul. And he barely got a piece of wood on that one. 635 subscribers I do have. Help me get to 1,000 to this channel so I can start monetizing. And I really want to grow this channel. I don't want to keep it dud. 9 pitches for Santos so far. Mariners are putting some work on him, but they have one out, which can easily turn into a double play, which I really do expect, or a strikeout by Ty France. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is just absolutely unacceptable. Just strikes out just like that. I mean, Ty France has just been absolutely unreliable. At this point, he is just proven to be very expendable. And why is the pitching coach even out there? You just got 2 outs. And it's the Mariners. They're not going to score. I guarantee it. It's not going to happen. If the Mariners score on this, I'll do 50 push-ups on commercial break. If the Mariners score even anything. That's how confident I am that they're not going to score. It looks like Mike Ford is going to be pinch hitting. Yep, I don't think this is going to end well at all. I don't like this decision either. And thank you, G-Man, for saying that I rock. I'll show you right at the moment. There it is. 224, 12 home runs, 26 RBIs. And that is already a strike. And just to think that the Mariners aren't going to get any runs out of this with 2 runners on scoring positions, or at least 1 runner on scoring position. He's batting 224, which is expected. And now here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. If Mike Ford hits a home run, I'll up it to 60 home runs. Yep, just like what Urinating Trace says, another dick punch, unless I'm probably very behind on this stream. Hopefully something good out of this happens. Because Mariners really got to win this game. They cannot afford to lose this one. I don't care if they win 2 or 3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and might as well say that the Mariners are absolutely not going to score, especially if Mike Ford is doing this. But yeah, the Caballero decision, taking out Caballero was an atrocious decision because you're desperate for a home run. You could have just pinch hit O'Keefe and then put Cal Raleigh in catcher. I mean, these are bad decisions made by Scott Service. You shouldn't have taken out Caballero. Caballero was the one that even got you the run. Now, you do expect a strikeout. Watch this. Here is the 1-2 pitch. It's going to strike out. Nope, it's going to be a foul. He is still, at least, he's still fighting. But Mike Ford, I expect him to not be on this team after this season. Not at all. Not a chance. And I don't expect Ty France to get an extension either. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's a ball. And that really could have been a strike. Could have gone either way. And on that, Teoscar steals second. Maybe you should have tried to steal to give Ty France some more confidence. Yep, I agree. Could have hit Caballero too. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that is not going to do it. That is not going to happen. He is absolutely catching that. And yes, the Mariners do not score once again. They help Chicago get away with it. 2 men on,
and they absolutely don't score. And here's my thing. Mariners absolutely have to win. I don't care if they win the series. Because here's why. Toronto has been winning games. They've back in their winning ways. Rangers aren't even playing today, so you could have gained ground on that. And Houston's playing at home against Boston. Do you really expect Houston to lose against Boston at home? And with Houston probably going to win again, you're going to lose ground. Like, you could not afford to just go 2-3. Yep, if Blue Jays and Astros win, you lose ground. Like, winning the series doesn't mean shit whatsoever, especially when you have other situations going on. So it was your job to take care of business. And the fact that you're letting the Chicago White Sox, who are pretty much openly tanking, you're still losing to them. No, Houston's not going to lose. Trust me. And here's the thing. It's not. I'm more concerned about the Toronto Blue Jays than the Houston Astros, because at least Houston, we already know is going to make the playoffs, but Toronto is the team that may or may not make the playoffs. And they're showing videos of Jen Mueller just getting absolutely splashed. As if I need to see that. But this is just absolutely just completely unacceptable. And we got Bryce Miller going up, Logan Gilbert, but we all know this is going to be a tough series. And I said that this was going to be a tough series. Like, I knew that Chicago was going to for sure at least win one of them, and it looks like that is the case. And if you guys can help me make me feel better, hit that subscribe button. Like, it only takes a couple seconds. Just go ahead and do that. And let's see who's pitching right now. We got Luke Weaver. He's still pitching. I do like that decision, and that's a strike. Luis Robert Jr. batting third in the order. Oh for 3 for Luis Robert Jr. Here's the 0-1. That's a foul tip. Strike 2. Luke Weaver has been pitching very well. Had 3 strikeouts on his first. So that really does nail the first impression for sure. Can't be worse than Thornton, I think, right? Knock on wood. No, don't do that, G-Man. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ball. 1-2. $14 pitches for Weaver. Obviously, I don't see him going into the 9th inning if the Mariners even have a 9th inning, obviously, because we need a closer. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's 4 strikeouts in a row for Luke Weaver. He has just been outstanding so far. 15 pitches for Luke Weaver. And thank you, G-Man. Make sure you tell all your friends about me, too. This season, Mariners have a second highest strikeout rate in the majors, 26.5. Here's his pitch. Strike. And Luke Weaver is just really reeling it in. It's a mystery how he did not have a good season to begin with in the previous. It was off of Cincinnati. He was actually a starter. Now he was considered a failed starter. Now they're trying to use him for the bullpen. So maybe this could do him a little bit better. Jimenez, he's 0 for 3 with the flyout. And here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that is foul. Jimenez batting .275 with 14 home runs. Luke Weaver, he is waiting. And I did not need that spoiler, Josh, but thank you for letting me know that Luke Weaver gets another strikeout. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is strikeout number 5 for Luke Weaver. He has just absolutely been on fire. Pretty good redemption moment for him. Luke Weaver is looking pretty good. Luke Weaver with 18 pitches. You definitely expect this to be his final inning unless the Mariners do come up with something. But either way, it's probably going to be his last inning. But he's been pitching very well. And here's Andrew Vaughn. And that is another strike. And Luke Weaver is just going right after him. Andrew Vaughn is 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 6th. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And can Luke Weaver make it 6 in a row? I'm not saying this is going to be the immaculate. No, it's not going to be immaculate. Absolutely not. But he's got to get a strikeout out of this one. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And that's a foul ball. So the immaculate inning's not going to happen. Andrew Vaughn, all 5 outs were all strikeouts today. So that was Luke Weaver. And now here is the 0-2 pitch. And here it is. Down low for ball 1. Not this time. He was trying to fool him on that one. But Luke Weaver's been pitching extremely well. Maybe it could be one of the futures of the bullpen, hopefully. Knock on that wood. All 5 strikeouts. And here is the 0-1-2 pitch. And that is fouled away. He's trying to trick him. I don't know what you do on this one. I mean, I think maybe he's trying to throw something in the corner, like obviously. I don't know if he can do it because I don't think your fastball is fast enough. But here's Luke Weaver with the 1-2 pitch on the way. Foul again. And now Vaughn is putting work into him. Maybe this can bite Luke Weaver in the butt if he can't strike this guy out. And he's really feeling it. He just really wants to get this out. Just so give the Mariners any kind of momentum to make some kind of a miraculous comeback. Here's Andrew Vaughn, 0 for 3. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's way outside for ball 2. He's really trying to mix it up on him, but it's just not working. Weaver's at 25 pitches right now. Definitely not going to get another inning, even if the Mariners do somehow get any kind of tying or leading. And now here is 2-2 pitch. Fouled. No, it's a ground ball to Luke Weaver. Here it is. And he gets out of it. And that is 6 straight outs for Luke Weaver. What a debut for this kid. And now, no run, no hit, 5 strikeouts for Luke Weaver. Does the Mariners come back? We'll find out after these messages.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And once again, give that guy a call, and I'm going to show another commercial.
Put the pieces into the slot, make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Wow! Goes perfection. Perfection's a race to beat the clock. If you're not quick, wow! Goes perfection.
I really loved that game when I was a kid. I had it, but then it broke because I was just using it way too much. But that was a really fun game to play when I was a lot younger. Yep. So it looks like we've got Dylan Moore, Josh Rojas, and O'Keefe. I would think that Cal, yes, definitely is going to be the pinch hitter on that one. I do not trust O'Keefe to be in this kind of clutch situation, but the Mariners are going to have to come up with something. Got Dylan Moore, Josh Rojas, and O'Keefe. This is now the top of the 9th inning, and we've got... No. This is Cade Marlowe. He is pinch hitting for Dylan Moore. Wonder why he got the day off. And here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's a strike. really looks like the Mariners were not preparing to win this game. It looks like they were just load managing for the next game, which is pretty disgraceful. Cade Marlowe batting .250 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs, been playing very well this season. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, and he's down to his last strike, which could make it 1 out. Santos is still pitching. He has a save opportunity. It's like there's not much of a shift going on. We thought that you can. And that is strike 3, swing and a miss, and looks like, yep, this is it. Immaculate grid, huh? I'm going to look it up. Guess I'll play some kind of game on that. I'll do it someday. Now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. Josh Rojas. Here's the pitch. And he watches it for a strike. So 1-1 count so far. And yes, Josh, I will definitely take into considerations. One for 2 for Josh Rojas. It was a RBI bunt single. Here's the 1-1. And that is a line drive, or that's a ground ball, and that's a base hit. And it looks like we got at least the scoring run at first base. And whoever is up to bat would be O'Keefe. That would be at least the tying run of himself. But I would definitely not want him to hit on this one. Nice hit by Josh Rojas, as he's been playing very well in this series. It was a nice ground ball. And do they put in Cal Raleigh this time? Yep, they are going to put in the big dumper. He is going to pinch hit. Can he come up with something? And yes, they did put in Cal Raleigh. And this is his opportunity. This is his big clutch moment to come up with anything. Like a home run would be really nice. 2-run homer, I will more than take it. Here's a pitch. And that is a ball. And Santos showing his 101-mile-an-hour fastball. 223, 24 home runs, and 62 RBIs. One of the home run leaders of this team. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive. And is that dropping in for a base hit? We got a man on second and first. First and second with 1 out. And that is going to be, is that J.P. Crawford going to be up to bat? I think so. Well, we're just going to find out and wait and see. And Cal Raleigh with a nice hit. It was a nice line drive. It did drop. Thompson couldn't get to it. And now I think it's J.P. Crawford that is up to bat. Yes, it is J.P. Crawford, one of our most clutch hitters in the game, knock on wood. And here's the pitch. And he takes it for a ball, 99-mile-an-hour fastball. J.P. Crawford, the leadoff hitter. His on-base percentage is absolutely incredible when he's a leadoff hitter, but 0 for 4. He's going to have to come up with something. He is absolutely cold. Here's the 1-0. Line drive, no line drive. That is a foul ball. 1-1. And this game did just escalate in just a matter of time. J.P. Crawford batting .260 with 10 home runs and 39 RBIs. He now has a chance. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Looks like he did not. And that's going to be a 2-1 count. The hit says 67 singles, 26 doubles, no triples, but 10 home runs. He really has got to come up with something. I said that all the time. Now here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And he was definitely fooled on that one. They're showing the replay. It was a nice little curveball. Maybe a little splitter. That was a pretty nasty pitch. You really couldn't get anything on that one. And that was going to be a strike, so he had to swing that one. But now it's 2-2. And I don't know if I can even trust Julio for the clutch situation. I trust JP more in this kind of situation. Now here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Ball 3. 3-2. And it looks like just one pitch away from a ball or one pitch away from a strikeout. No lead is safe, absolutely, hopefully. And now here is the 3-2 pitch on the way. Ball 4, take your base. And the bases are loaded for Julio Rodriguez.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And the bases are absolutely loaded. The name of my team, I don't really want to disclose. I'm not going to disclose. Sorry about that. Looks like they're going to have a little talk on the mound, but the bases are loaded with one out. You got 2 chances out of this. As long as you don't get a double play, I mean, if Julio can just get anything in the gapper, you could get at least those 3 runs in, at least 2. If you hit anything, that's good. But although you do have Cal Raleigh at second base, so you're not going to really get any feet out of him. But Julio Rodriguez is going to be up to bat. I am not looking at the comments at this time. I just want to see if I don't want to get any spoilers out of it anyway. But what a game this has been, or at least what a moment it has been. You got Rojas at third, Cal Raleigh at second, JP at first, a shoe on someone's head for maybe some good luck out of their daughter. That's kind of cute. But 1 career Grand Slam home run, and that was in Texas on July 15th, 2022. And that was during their 14-game winning streak. I think that made it 13 at the time. But Julio Rodriguez has a chance to make something happen. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that was an inside nasty 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And you got to be careful, Julio. You got to select it. You got to know when to pitch or hit it. That was a very nasty one. Julio at batting 278. And here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that's foul. He's swinging at the really bad ones in the inside. Really shouldn't be doing that. He's really just feeling jittery. Just really wants to get a home run, but sometimes you just got to be patient. It really should be 2-0 right now. In case if you are just jumping into this, the Mariners are down 3-1 against the Chicago White Sox. Julio Rodriguez batting .312 on runners in scoring position with 5 home runs and 59 RBIs. This is an absolute opportunity for Julio Rodriguez to put himself on the map as if he already has. He won AL Pitcher of the Week last week. Can he at least continue on with getting any kind of hit, any kind of RBI, just anything to make it move? And Santos, he's got what he wants. He's winding. And here is the 0-2 pitch, and it hit him. And that is going to score in a run. You obviously might as well take it. And the Mariners have finally scored again, and it's now 3-2. What a freebie done by Chicago. It hit him right in the elbow. Hopefully Julio Rodriguez is okay. And here's the replay. Ooh, yeah, it hit him on maybe on that protecting part of his arm. Taking a look at it closer. Yes, it hit him on something where it's not going to hurt him. So I think he's going to be okay. But what a situation and what a moment that was. And now you got Eugenio Suarez, 34 pitches, and here it is. And he takes it for a strike. And then after this, you got Ty France going up, and you know everything goes wrong with Ty France. So Eugenio Suarez has at least got to come up with a sacrifice of anything. And here's the pitch. Here is a fly ball to center, and that is actually a base hit. Looks like 2 runs are going to score. You got Cal Raleigh scoring. Did they take the lead? Yes, and J.P. Crawford has scored, and the Mariners have taken the lead 4-3. What a comeback by the Mariners. It was 3-1. You got Julio Rodriguez with an RBI getting hit, and then Eugenio Suarez with an RBI single.
All right, guys, goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it.
My heart rate is absolutely just exploding right now. And what jumping high five. Julio came out of the dugout just to give a high five. And I think Eugenio Suarez, I think he's going to be pulled out of this game. I think they're going to put someone in the pinch running, or are they just giving high fives? I'm like, yeah, you might want to slow down in the high fives. Maybe not celebrate so much. But what a line drive that was. I thought it was a fly ball. I thought that was going to be caught by the camera angle. And oh my gosh, but you still got to hold it together because you can't really trust Brash and Munoz to be your established closers going forward. But yes, they really did wave in J.P. Crawford. Oh my goodness, this has been a nerve-wracking game so far. And to make me feel even better, hit that subscribe button to make my day. And yep, that is the end of this inning. And wow. Just, you know what? I'm going to play that commercial again. I just have to do it. It's not going to be the Modern Exteriors commercials, but I'm going to show you this one.
Put the pieces into the slot. make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Wow! Goes perfection. Perfection's a race to beat the clock. If you're not quick, wow! Goes perfection. Milton Bradley. What the piece?
Yep. I love that game. Hey, put in the comments and let me know how you felt about that game. Closer by committee. Yep. I'm looking at all these. Yep. This is just like, wow. I just cannot even think. Like, my heart rate is just completely just exploded. I don't even know what to say right now. But wow. But we're in commercial break right now because they did pull their, I guess, their supposed closer, their best bullpen on their team. But while you guys are waiting, hit that subscribe button. Who's the closer, though? Well, we had one, and his name was Paul Sewald, but he got traded away. And I still think it's going to bite them in the ass one day. But they really got to get a closer at some point. They're showing the Lexus commercial, and now it looks like Teoscar is up to bat. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball. And what an amazing turn of events it has been for the Seattle Mariners. They had a 3-0 deficit. They did fight it off a little bit, 3-1, and now it's 4-3. And now here's Teoscar. He's waiting. It is 1-0, I believe. And here's the pitch, and that is a ball. That should be ball 2. And Root Sports, where is the strike count? There you go. Yep. It's like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys too excited? You still got to do your job. Edgar Navarro, he has taken over. It's a 2-0. And here's the pitch. And ground ball, and that is a foul ball. Man, what a nerve-wracking game this has absolutely been. To say it's been nerve-wracking just would be an absolute understatement. And now here is the 2-1 pitch to Teoscar Hernandez on the way. Here's a ground ball right to the pitcher. It's probably going to be a double play. And yes, and Teoscar is safe, and the Mariners at least get a second chance on that one. Teoscar barely made it. Looked like it was going to be a routine double play, but he got back in time. He got in time. But yeah, it was right to the pitcher, and Teoscar should have done a lot more than that. And Teoscar has just been an absolute disappointment in this game. Oh yeah, and I got to change the score. This is kind of embarrassing. Now the Mariners only have a 4-3 lead, and I definitely got to go to the bathroom on this one. So you're just going to have to see it blank. Just enjoy Vader on that background over there. And now here's the 0 pitch, and that's Ty France taking it for a strike. He is 0-4. He's just been absolutely been awful today. He's really got to come up with something. Got to get an insurance because no lead is safe on this one. 0-1 count for Ty France. And here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that's foul. He's already down to his final strike. And after this inning, I'm absolutely going to go to the bathroom because I'm not – I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold it throughout the next inning because we all know that's going to be an absolute just nerve-wracking kind of experience. And here is the 0-2 pitch for France. Foul ball. He is still somewhat fighting it off. Ty France is fighting off 0-4, 0-4, 7 pitches for the pitcher. It's 0-2. Top of the 9th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul again. And hopefully this foul ball that he's doing is going to wear and tear the pitcher and hopefully lead into like just some kind of hit. We just need anything to just score any kind of runs. And let's take a look and see if we can get anything out of this one. Here's Ty France. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. And that hit him, and that will load the bases. And wow, the White Sox are absolutely just losing control of this game. But unfortunately got Mike Ford up to bat. So I don't know if – I just don't know if that's going to – if I can get me any kind of confidence. But Ty France really just took one in the back, and hopefully he is okay. Yep, he's going to first base, and he has 26 hits by the pitches. He's definitely been taking it for the team. But we've got Mike Ford, and if he can just A grand slam home run would absolutely be nice. And here is the pitch. That is a strike. 0 for 1 with a fly out in the 8th. He has 10 pitches so far, this bullpen guy. He's already been having a little bit of trouble. And here's the pitch. And that is outside for ball 1. Mariners have 3 grand slams this season. J.P. Crawford, Taylor Trammell, and Cade Marlowe. The most unlikely guys to hit the home runs, but they have been hitting those home runs. Suarez at third, Hernandez at second, Ty France at first. And here is the pitch for Mike Ford. Here it is. And that is a fly ball, and that should do it. Got the center fielder. He is there. He makes the catch, but the Mariners have made a comeback effort to make it 4-3. And hopefully the Mariners can close this one with the lead. We got Andres Munoz coming out. And I'll be back after these messages. I'll play that Perfection commercial again because that was one of my favorite board games when I last played it.
Into the slot, make put the pieces into the slot, make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Wow! Goes perfection. Perfection's a race to beat the clock. If you're not quick, wow! Goes perfection.
Yep. Hopefully. Yep. Hello, Pizza Boy. Saying hi before work. Thank you. Munoz is in. And if the Mariners can win this game, that will make them a half game back from the division. Texas isn't even playing. So to be... Oh, where's my Mariners? I got to get my Mariners hat. How embarrassing. Wow, to think about it, if the Mariners are third place in the wild card, they would get a 3-game series at Minnesota. Second place, they'd be at Baltimore. Let's just play for the third spot. Got Chris Sale against Jose. Well, yeah, that will be the tonight's game to be looking forward to. Not look forward to. But Andres Munoz is in. He is at 46 strikeouts. He is 8 of 10 on save opportunities, but I do expect this to be a nerve-wracker. And that is a strike for Munoz. Looks like that was a changeup on that one. 88 miles an hour. And we're in the very final inning. And hopefully the Mariners can win and get the sweep. And here's the 0-1 pitch and ground ball, and that is foul. And that will now be 0-2 for Oscar Colas. He's now 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run. He did score a run, so he's been pretty lights out today, at least getting on base and getting singles. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the line drive, and that's going to be a base hit. And just exactly as I predicted, this is going to be an absolute long inning once again. It seems that whenever the Mariners offense scored, the pitching just immediately gets complacent. Now, if I were Munoz, maybe put a guy at first base. There's just no point. But, man, just terrible location. Like, Munoz is just not the same. He's not the last year Munoz that we're known for. But he has been playing injured. But this is not good. Like, this is exactly what I expected. Like, you knew that this was going to be a very tough game. And that's why when I was Eugenio Suarez, I wouldn't have, like, high-fived and bragged about it. Now the White Sox are seeing that. And now here is the pitch from Munoz, and that is a strike. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Maybe use more of that fastball, not that splitter that you got that's just not working at all. Got Trace Thompson. He did hit the home run earlier, so that could be trouble. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And yes, he did hit that 2-run home run and a double. So he has also been lights out. I definitely would have just put him on first base. At least give yourself a chance for a double play if you're willing to do something like that. It is risky and ballsy, but I would have taken that chance. Sometimes you just got to take risks. And they're brothers, by the way. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? Strike 3. Didn't matter. It was right in the zone for strike 3. And there are 2 outs away. And why did I feel that 2 outs is like 20 outs? Ugh, this is just not fun to watch. Because when it's the bullpen, just can't watch it all. Munoz, he has a 35% strikeout rate, higher than most of the league, pretty much. He does well against the righties than the lefties on the strikeout rate, but now you got a lefty up to bat. And looks like we've got Andrew Benintendi. He's up to plate. Looks like he's pinch hitting today. But it looks like this is going to be a really nasty ride. If only Luke Weaver just had one more inning in him to maybe pitch one more. But of course, Scott Service would never allow that to happen. And he was getting up there in the pitch, and he was looking a little bit tired. But I don't know about Munoz and Brash. I just don't think that they're the closers of the future for the Mariners. I just don't see it. They're just very erratic, and they always cause these kind of dramas. Current 8-game winning streak ties the season best. Would love 9. And now here's the pitch. And Benintendi takes it for a strike, and this umpire has been very merciful. Munoz, 99 mile an hour. We got 7 pitches for Munoz. Hopefully he can get something out of this one. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is going to be a ball. Ball 1, 1-1. 6 series sweeps this season for the Mariners. Should definitely be more than that. And hopefully we can make it 7. And here's Munoz. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. And we got away with that one. Foul ball for strike 2. Benintendi has been playing very well against the Mariners this season. He's now batting .274, so he's having a pretty decent season for the limited time that he's been playing. And now it's a 1-2 count for Andres Munoz. He's really feeling it. It's giving that Jose Mesa kind of vibe to me. And now here is the 1-2 pitch to Benintendi, and that's going to be a foul ball on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Maybe you should just trust that fastball because that splitter that you got is just not working. But for a guy that only has basically 2 pitches, that really does concern me very much. Benintendi, he's waiting for that pitch. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is going to be trouble, and that is a base hit. That's probably going to score on a run. Here is the throw to the plate, and he is safe. And just like that, Munoz just blew the save already. This is exactly what I'm talking about, the incompetence of our Mariners bullpen. They absolutely have no clutch factor, but everyone wants to say that, oh, it's the offense. They're always the problem. They didn't score more than 4 runs. Or how about you just can't hold these kind of leads and just finish these games after the offense actually did something for you? This is exactly why hashtag bring back Paul Sewald. I'm just going to say it. Bring back Paul Sewald. That's all I'm going to say. And now the Mariners are going to make this game go a lot longer than it really should have been necessary. I mean, we got a guy at second base for the next inning, unless the Mariners can get themselves out of that. And that was a double, of course, since Teoscar. And he's really been showing his lack of hustle. And I just don't like Munoz. I think he's just overrated. That 8 of 10, I don't care. It's just that every time there is a save situation, it's always like this. I almost trust Matt Brash to be the closer than Munoz, and he's not even that much better either. And Scott Service is just looking at himself. He is just, it looks like they're challenging the call, actually, but this is just an act of desperation. I just don't think, and he did look safe, unfortunately. I mean, I hate to say it, I'm a Mariners fan, but I'm going to say that I think it was safe. But we're trying to see, and they're not even showing the replay. And Root Sports has really got to do their job much better. They really just aren't doing their job. And you got Ty France just talking with Benintendi, just vibing in with him, and it is safe. The call stands. Service was just desperate on that one. Couldn't really blame him, but I knew he was safe. But that really bothers me that Ty France was just vibing with Andrew Benintendi. I mean, he should have been intentionally walked him, because if he's already killing the Mariners, you should have done something like that. And these are the things that Scott Service just doesn't do. He doesn't take these kind of risks. And if you guys can make me feel a little bit better, just please hit that subscribe button. It would make me feel just a little bit better considering what the Mariners are going through right now, because they just blew their save once again. Now Munoz is now 8 of 11. And if they score one more, that this is absolutely over. And here is the pitch. And that is a ball. And looks like Munoz has really lost all of his confidence to even at least end this inning. And you got Grandal. Looks like he's going to be pinch hitting. And here's the 1-0. 2-0. I mean, at this point, if you're at 2-0, just walk the guy. Give yourself a double play opportunity. There's just no point of just trying to strike a guy out when they already know they got Munoz's numbers. But I'm going to say this. The Paul Sewald trade really is hurting today. And here is the 2-0 pitch on the way, and that is a strike. 2-1 for Grandal. Yasmani Grandal. It's now 4-4, unacceptably. And now here is the 2-1 pitch on the way, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 2. And man, I always feel like these pitches are hittable. Munoz finally went with that fastball, which he really should be just using at this point, because it's really hard to hit like a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's just coming to you really, really fast. Those breaking stuff is just not working. And here is the 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. And now there's 2 outs, but it's not really meaning much at all, as the Mariners are struggling to even get out of this inning. And you just knew, even though the Mariners did make that amazing comeback, you just knew that this was going to be a very difficult inning for the Mariners. Like, you just saw it coming. I think everyone did. I did. Now Munoz, 2 for 4, or that's Tim Anderson, and that is a strike. He's also been contributing very well for the Chicago White Sox. He was the one that got the RBI with that single. He has 2 singles. Now he's batting .241 with 1 home run, so he's pretty much had an off year so far. And here's the pitch, and that is a ground ball or line drive, and that is foul. And that easily could have just ended this game if it went just another few feet to the left. Munoz really needs to get out of this inning, and he definitely should not be allowed to pitch the next inning. And it was good on Scott's Service for having Luke Weaver pitch at least a couple innings because of the situation that we're in right now. So that means you'll have more fresh arms going into the later innings, like Justin Topa and Gabe Spire and Taylor Saucedo. 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And Munoz steps off the bag, calls for time, as he really needs to take his time. But just absolute disappointing. And then also you have the Mariners going in the extra innings, which means they're pretty much going to lose, unfortunately. And now here's the pitch. And that is a wild pitch. That gets away, and that will advance the runner to third base. It is now 1-2 for Munoz so far. And that just went off the glove of Cal Raleigh, unfortunately. Tim Anderson is 2 for 4. 19 pitches for Munoz. He's pitching a lot more than he should. And here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's inside for ball 2. And it really... Yeah. Yeah. And if you can hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And wow. Just wow. Andres Munoz blows that save again. That's like his second blown save since that Paul Sewald trade, which is very concerning. But I'm supposed to say the bullpen is good, or else I'm not a true Mariners fan. Sounds about right. But now I'm just going to play the commercial to vent out my feelings.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Oh, yep. Well, looks like we've got still commercial break going on. Just going to check and see if I even got the subs. Got nothing so far. Yep, the dick punches just don't start and just don't stop. And here's the thing. If the Mariners can't even close a game against a team that's openly tanking, I don't see them even winning anything in the playoffs, even if they do make it. And also, your last few games are going to be against Texas and Houston, so you better be ready for that. 635 subs is where I'm at. But now we're back in Chicago, where the Mariners really have got to figure this out. We got Ford on second base. Marlowe, Rojas, and Cal Raleigh are up again. It looks like we got a new pitcher. We got Sammy Peralta. He's sixth career Major League appearance, giving up only 2 runs, and he's been one of the call-ups recently. He was in AAA for most of the season. Mike Ford is starting at second base. Now, here is Cade Marlowe. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike. This umpire strike zone has completely been off today, but it has worked mostly in the Mariners' favor. Mariners are now 6-11 in extra innings. Yep, and let's make this happen. Here's Cade Marlowe, and here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Terrible swing by Marlowe. Josh says, especially if Texas falls out of the division race, because when they have 2 goals, make 1 playoff wild card, 2 will ruin your season. Yes, it would. Cade Marlowe batting .247. And now here is the 1-1 pitch on the way, and that is not going to get anything done. Marlowe's at least got to get some kind of run scored. Cade Marlowe has struggled this entire series, however. He is 1 for 10 in the series, unfortunately. 1-2. 3 pitches in for the bullpen pitcher, Peralta. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and you knew that was going to be a strike. Yep, sounds about right. Now there's already 1 out. Now you got Josh Rojas, who has been playing very well for the Mariners as of late. Let's take a look at his numbers so far since joining the Mariners. And here's the pitch. And there is a fly ball to right field. Is it blooping? And it will drop in. And will Mike Ford score on that one? Nope, he is just too slow because he is a big, just slow guy. It was dropping, but now you got a man on first and third. And if Rojas can steal, I'd recommend stealing a base, which you have before. You did steal 23 bases last season, so go ahead and try to get that steal. He's batting .255, which means his batting average is definitely going to go up today. So hopefully, and too bad Mike Ford just didn't have any legs on that one. Now you got Cal Raleigh batting from the right side. Can he come up with something? He did. He did score earlier in the 9th inning. He did score, but he also got that hit, which really did help the offense score the runs and rally. And now here is the pitch. And that's a ground ball, and that is foul. I don't think that would have been any possibility for Mike Ford to score on that one, unfortunately. And, of course, you can't really pinch run him at all. Be nice to my boy, Big Mike. He tries, bro. Well, I'm not here to be nice. I can't wait for the urinating tree video for the Mariners this year. None of us can. And I'm definitely going to make a reaction video to it too. And here's Cal Raleigh. He's batting .225 with 24 home runs. And now here is the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. And if I'm Josh Rojas, go steal second base. What are you waiting for? It's much easier to steal, and you do have the speed, Rojas. You just won't do it. You got to steal bases on it, but it's probably because the guy's a lefty, so it's kind of hard to track on that one. But you should still at least give the attempt. And what a long game this has been. Much longer than it really should have been going. Here's the 1-1, and that is popped up, and that's just not going to be enough to get Mike Ford in. He's there. He makes the catch, and is Mike Ford going to go? Obviously not. Mariners are already down to their final out, which means J.P. Crawford is up to bat. And unfortunately, Mike Ford just had to be the guy at second base. I can't be nice to a guy who doesn't have any hustle at all. Now you got J.P. Crawford up to bat, batting leadoff. I think he did walk last time, which was part of that huge rally for the Mariners. Also, you can't pinch run as a bench thanks to crappy move with Cobby. Well, I didn't say they were going to pinch run anyway. Yeah, and that was a real waste of a move too. And now here is the pitch, or going to be the pitch for J.P. Crawford. And here it is. That is upstairs for a ball. And Josh Rojas, it doesn't really matter anymore, but he really should have tried to steal second base to at least give the confidence for the offense. And now here is the 1-2 pitch, or just the 1-0 pitch on the way. And here it is, down low for ball 2. And hopefully you can give Julio Rodriguez, if he walks, and give him an opportunity with the bases loaded. Now here's the 2-0. That is obviously going to be a strike. It was only an 81-mile-an-hour pitch. But we really need the Mariners to do something. And now here is the 2-1 pitch on the way. And here it is for Crawford. Ball 3. 3-1. May give an opportunity for Julio Rodriguez. I mean, if I'm JP, maybe just take the pitch. Even if it's a 3-1, just take it. See what happens. Could be a ball. You just never know. I just don't want you to swing and waste it. That's the thing. And now here is the 3-1 pitch on the way. Ball 4, take your base, and the bases are loaded once again.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Yep, he certainly does get on base. And now the bases are loaded for Julio Rodriguez. A grand slam home run would just be absolutely nice. And if he hits that grand slam, maybe I'll try to impersonate Dave Niehaus. I don't know if I will, but I'll give my impression. But that's if he hits a grand slam home run, of course. And here's the pitch. He takes it for a strike, strike 1. Julio is 1 for 3 with a single, a walk, hit by the pitch. And he did steal a base today, an RBI. 278 for Julio Rodriguez. 21 home runs and 80 RBIs. Julio is waiting. And here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that is a ground ball right to the pitcher. And that will retire the side. And unacceptably, the Mariners leave a bases loaded once again, as they always do. And we'll be back after these messages. Just absolutely frustrating for the Mariners right now. Time to do this again.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there is a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardy siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
I'm not even going to say anything at this point, but yes, Modern Exterior Solutions does get a lot of ad time when, especially, I'm calling this game. But 50 push-ups, it was only going to be for that inning, G-Man. So, unless you can point out in the video somewhere that I do owe you 50 push-ups, point it out, and I'll do it for the next show. But none of you guys want me to do it anyway because you think my push-ups are absolutely awful. And yes, Justin Topa is in. No, they're not coming to Houston. Sorry. You probably would have to pay a lot more. Got to pay for probably his hotel prices too. But Justin Topa is in. And honestly, it really shouldn't have to be this way. If only Munoz got out of that one, which he never seems to do. He already has 2 blown saves after the Paul Sewald trade, so he has been filling in terribly. You just can't trust. Like, the Mariners absolutely need a closer after this season. Whether they win the World Series or not, or even make the playoffs or not, they got to get an established closer. Get someone from Japan. Just like when you got Kazuhiro Sasaki, he was one of the better closers, at least until 2002. Because he started blowing saves a lot, even in his All-Star season. But Topa is at 14 games, 14 innings in a row. Or appearances. 14. Maybe you should have had him be the closer. Got a man at second base. And here's the bunt attempt, and that's going to be a foul ball. Something the Mariners could have at least done was bunt to get Mike Ford to third base, but that didn't happen because the Mariners don't even know what bunting is unless your name is Josh Rojas. But unfortunately, I do expect Chicago to come back because you got Tim Anderson on second base, so you do have the upper hand. The good news is if the Mariners do get out of this one, Julio Rodriguez would be your runner at second base. 1 for 4, Elvis Andrus, single in the stolen base, and here is the pitch and the throw back to second base. Looks like we got him on the rundown. Oh, and they have thrown it away, and I think Chicago is going to win an error, and the Mariners lose the game off an awful throw by J.P. Crawford, and the Mariners lose, and wow, just an absolute way to lose, and that is the most Mariner way to lose. They really had him on the rundown, really had him going to third base, but Tim Anderson is now thrown out, and just wow. And now the Mariners are now 1.5 games back from Texas. They are probably tied for the wild card spot. So now it is now in absolute danger. And it hit the head of Tim Anderson. Like, shouldn't that be out if that made the ricochet? I guess not, because he was in the way, but I guess it was a bad throw, but it was in the base path. It was a good idea by Cal Raleigh, but it hit off of Tim Anderson, so it's not like it was a bad throw or anything. But let's take a look at it. It did hit the helmet, because I have seen it where if there was a collision between the ball and the player, usually that player would be out. But nope, they're not going to say anything. I was just being delusional. And now the Mariners have lost this game. And now, wow. I can't really say much. But this is where I'm saying the bullpen is absolutely overrated. But nobody wants to admit it because their ERA looks nice. But here's the thing. Your ERA is not going to inflate when you give up 1 run. And of course, your ERA is not going to count there. And everyone's saying that the offense is the problem. Well, the offense is the problem. Well, it's not the problem. It was only a problem just because Colton Wong just sucked. But other than that, the offense was at least a top 15 worst case scenario. But then you just say, oh no, the bullpen's good because their ERA is so low. But guess when they give up those runs? They give up in the worst situations possible. And this is my absolute rant. But anyways, I got to film my post-game show. And I'm actually just going to... All right, I'll just start it right over here. 3, 2, 1, and action. Oh, man. Just absolutely unfortunate. Like, I'm just going to say this. Andres Munoz... Okay, take 2. Got take 2 and action. Andres Munoz just proved that he is one of the most overrated pitchers in baseball. and he really shouldn't be the closer. And thanks to that, the Mariners do lose 5-4 after a comeback effort where they were down 3-1 in the top of the ninth inning. They came back to take the lead 4-3, and then they blew it in the ninth inning with an Andres Munoz blown save. And then of course they had the bases loaded, and they still blew it with Julio Rodriguez up to bat, and he's just not that clutch. I'm just going to say that. And then you had Chicago scoring on an error by J.P. Crawford. The ball hit the helmet. But before I get started on this actual post-game show, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the notification, as I would love to have this channel keep growing, as I am being a lot more consistent with the post-game shows. But here we are. So the Mariners, they were going into the series winning 8 in a row. They were just 1 game back from Texas. They were in the wild card spot, even threatening for a second wild card spot on Houston. But now Mariners lost, and we'll take a look and see how the game went. I will go ahead and go over the summary. And now let's take a look at it and see how this game even went. And boy, it was a thriller, I will say that, but just came at the cost. Now, here's the summary. So it was the first 2 innings where it did seem it was like going to be like a pitcher's duel. George Kirby was pitching very well. Then you had Tim Anderson singled to center field. And how it got to that point was Carlos Perez hit a line drive to right field, and Teoscar Hernandez with that once again lackluster effort that could have easily kept the guy at first base, but he was just bobbling it and then went to second base. And then Tim Anderson hit the single to score. And then nothing really happened, where it was going into the 6th inning where Trace Thompson hit a home run, a 2-run home run to left field, which made it 3-0. And it really did look like the game was pretty much over until the top of the 7th, where Josh Rojas, he bunted. But before we get into that, Jose Caballero did get on base. He stole second, and then he stole third. And then Josh Rojas did a squeeze bunt, which the Mariners should be doing a lot more often to score, which did happen. And then they made it 3-1, but the Mariners still couldn't score anything more after that. And then another amazing thing was you got the new guy, Luke Weaver. He came in, struck out 5 batters in 2 innings. 5 in 2 innings on his debut, who was recently a failed starter for the Cincinnati Reds, recently got cut, and the Mariners just picked him up. And at least for the first game, he pitched very well. And that's where I'm saying, Scott Service, you got to at least let a pitcher that's on fire, let him pitch just 1 more inning if it's doing good. Got to take that risk sometimes. And it paid off. And you saved at least your pitchers at the time going into the 9th inning. And then in the 9th inning, it was Josh Rojas who got on base. Then J.P. Crawford, I think he walked. And then Julio Rodriguez, well, Cal Raleigh he pinch hit, and he got a single. So eventually that loaded the bases. And then Julio Rodriguez was hit by a pitch. And then that lead in the score to make it 3-2. Then Eugenio Suarez singled to center field. Julio Rodriguez to second base. J.P. Crawford scored, and along with Cal Raleigh, he scored. But first it was Cal Raleigh who scored, and then it was J.P. Crawford. And it looked like the Mariners were on their way to a 9th straight victory, which would have been really nice because you still got Houston playing. You don't know if they're going to lose. And then you got Toronto still playing against Baltimore. You don't know if they're going to lose. And with that victory, they could have at least gotten a game within a half game within Texas. But no, you just had to put in Andres Munoz as your closer, and he is already proving that he is not the closer solution for the Mariners. He already showed his meltdown in Game 1 of the division series against the Houston Astros when he gave up a home run. I think it was Bregman or something, or Kyle Tucker. Could have been one of those two. But then Munoz immediately gave up a double, and he didn't even bother doing like the intentional walk at least. And of course, he gave up a hit to Benintendi, which you really should have intentionally walked him. Scott Service, good on you for not making that kind of decision. And I'm telling you, this is where the Scott Service issues are. He makes very critical decisions, really bad decisions. And he already made bad lineup decisions as well. Didn't even play Cade Marlowe. Well, although he's been struggling, but you put Teoscar at right field when you could have put in Canzone at like left field and then like Dylan Moore at right field because he would have hustled for that one. So that tied the game. Then the Mariners loaded the bases, and unfortunately, you had Mike Ford starting at second base, where there was that boneheaded move where you pinch hit Jose Caballero, but yeah, he got on base, but I think Jose Caballero would have just got on base just as effectively. And then after that, with a bloop single even, I think it was by Josh Rojas, you couldn't even get a score off of that either because Mike Ford was just way too slow, unfortunately. And then Julio Rodriguez hit a nice little comebacker to the pitcher, which made it way too easy. And I have a really hot take. Julio Rodriguez is just not clutch at all. He just really isn't. Then you go into the ninth inning or the extra innings where the Mariners are just absolutely atrocious in extra innings. Like that luck they had in the last 2 years has pretty much ran out at this point. And it's a miracle that the Mariners are even in the contention. So what happened? Tim Anderson tried to steal third. Cal Raleigh threw to second, which was a good idea. And then J.P. Crawford would have nailed him at third base for sure. But then the ball hit off the helmet of Tim Anderson, and then Tim Anderson scored. And then the White Sox scored. And thanks to all that, the Mariners are now 1.5 games back from Texas. And now they are in danger of losing their wild card spot, which could easily be gone by the end of this day. And they don't really have a strong lead on that wild card at all. And even with the Kansas City series, you just really can't depend on that. You just can't depend on the bad team because then you have teams that are playing with that nothing to lose mindset. And let's have a little quick preview on the 25th. Now, when we go to the 24th, Texas Rangers are playing at Minnesota. You still got Baltimore playing Toronto, but Toronto's just been on fire lately. Then you got Houston. So you're going to probably lose a little bit more ground tomorrow as well. And now the 25th, who do you got going on? Let's look at the series. Got Toronto against Cleveland at home, so that's not going to be much help. Then you got Houston against Detroit at Detroit, so that's not going to help either. And so that's going to be quite damaging. And then let's see who Texas has. And oh yeah, Minnesota. I've already mentioned that. So here's Kansas City. Got Bryce Miller against Singer. Bryce Miller's been pitching okay. Singer's been a high strikeout guy, but been giving up a lot of runs. But I mean, to his defense, he doesn't really have a good team around him. So I expect that to be a tough series. Then you got Logan Gilbert, who's just not that great at home, but you got Lyles with a 6.20 ERA, but you still can't really depend on that at all. And then on Sunday, let's see who you got. Got Luis Castillo against to be determined. So Mariners, you would think would win at least 2 of those games, but and I know what the fans are going to say about Chicago. Well, at least we won the series, but here's the thing. Situation-wise, this was actually devastating because now that you lost the game, you're going to lose ground on your division and you're going to lose ground on your wild card. And then with the strength of the schedule for the other teams, they have a pretty lightweight schedule. So that means Mariners really have no room for error. They've really got to sweep. Like you can, like, I know you're going to say something like, yeah, well, Rooftop. Well, first, you're not a true fan. 2, you're an idiot. 3, you have an agenda against Scott Service. And 4, you can't expect to win every single game. This is baseball. But in situations, you have to win. You absolutely have to win, especially when other teams are playing the terrible teams. As much as we're playing the terrible teams, so is everyone else. So nothing is safe, but they really got to step up and they really got to come back from this because this could be one of those confidence devastators. But unfortunately, it is what it is. But those are my thoughts for this game. Thank you very much for watching once again. And if you did like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my show. Thank you for watching the live. And have a fantastic day. And that is a cut, print. That is a wrap. Going to go through the comments really quickly. And then after that, I'm going to call it a day. And I got to have some work to do as well. It was Bregman. Yep, he did hit the home run after Jordan got on base. Teams playing not to go to the playoffs, but send you home, basically. Yep. Rooftop is a genius. Yep, I do appreciate that. So, yes, thank you very much. And I am going to end the show. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being flexible with me, even though I was late to the show. And have yourselves a fantastic day, and go Mariners.